name is PHEEWW. For those of you who are new here, thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I'm so excited about today's video. As you guys can see by the title, we are just going to be talking about self-care habits, that I've incorporated into my life just to make my life easier, just to make myself feel full, things that I feel like I do to pour into myself. Self-care for me is not always just doing a face mask or going to the spa. Sometimes it's just incorporating little things into your everyday life so that you just live a life of ease, or try to live a life of ease. So if you are interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. I'm so excited to be doing a sit-down video again. I have not sat down and filmed a video in so long. I literally missed it so much. I just love our little like couch conversations where we're just chilling and getting to know each other and just sharing and becoming the best version of ourselves. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you guys 5 self-care tips. Of course, there are tons of other things that I do. There are tons of other things that you can do to incorporate self-care habits into your life. I just decided to share these 5 with you guys so that I don't make this video too long. And as always, I have the notes on my phone. So the first habit that I have actively incorporated into my life is just having quiet time. So for me, quiet time, I know a lot of people also call it devotion. So spending some time with Jesus, just some one-on-one time with the Lord. And for me, I know that it works better for me to do it in the morning, just because I like to start off my day with the Lord. I think I've mentioned it in a previous video that for me, starting off my day with prayer or reading my Bible changes the whole trajectory of my day. I have found on the days that I'm not doing my quiet time, I'm angrier, things don't be going well, and I'm not saying that that is my like punishment for not spending time with the Lord, but I do feel that there is a sense of peace that I feel when I'm just spending time with God, even if it's just like 5-10 minutes, because I know we don't always have time or we run out of time. And just having a relationship with God, having that one-on-one relationship, spending time with God, even in the morning, evening, whenever it is, just setting aside some time to speak to your maker. A lot of people love to say that they're children of God, but you don't even know the God that you're talking about, right? So it is in these moments where you're spending one-on-one time with God, where you can get to know him. Of course, going to church is great. I encourage it. Having like home cell meetings, Bible studies, and all of that is great, but getting to know God for yourself is very, very important, and I consider that a self-care habit for me. So the second habit is journaling. I feel like I'm always talking about journaling on my channel, but that's because that is something that has really, really helped me on my personal journey. So I started journaling back in 2018, and the way I found it was really random. I was just looking for a creative outlet. Of course, journaling has always been a thing. I will say that I've always been someone who enjoyed writing since I was young, but actively journaling I probably started in 2018. I needed some sort of creative outlet. I needed to feel like I was pouring into something rather than constantly pouring into people. I bullet journaled for 2 years, but journaling for me just helps to make me feel organized, to have things in a centralized space. I have all different types of journals. I've got some of them here. So this is my one journal. This is what it looks like. So I do have, girl, I got a lot going on. This is more like my journal where I do a lot of like writing, my thoughts, my prayers. I put them in here as well. I actually want to start adding some like photos. I've got like, and this was like from the first time I visited a church. I put that in here. Well, visited a new church. I think I have a vlog on that. I have like my flight ticket stuff. I've just got a whole bunch of stuff, and for me it's just memories that I'm creating. I tend to look back at some of the entries that I make and just see where I was at that particular time in my life. Some of the entries I date, some of them I don't. It just depends on how I feel. I also do not journal every single day like I used to back in 2018, 2019. I found different ways to journal. Talking about different ways to journal, I last year started with the Budget for Freedom journal. I've spoken about this on my channel before, but this is by she's actually a YouTuber and TikToker. She created this Budget for Freedom journal. I absolutely love it. You just basically journal your finances away, which for me makes it more fun and less daunting, because I don't know about you guys, being an adult is already hard. So anything that I can do to make my life easier, I'm absolutely going to do it. And I have also started with gratitude journaling. I got this journal from Mr. Price Home. My sister actually spotted it. And we literally picked it up. These are not even all the journals I have, you guys. If I were to show you all the journals I have, you guys would probably judge me, okay? But this is a gratitude journal, and this particular one, I'm just trying to find a blank page. This particular one has a space where you can write like your happy moments. Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably insert like a video. You can basically write out your happy moments, your quote of the day, your morning reflections, what you're grateful for, what's bothering you, how you can resolve it, self-improvements, what you want to do the next day, how you felt today, evening reflections. And it's also got like a very cool spot for creative expressions, where if you're someone who likes to doodle and draw, then you can do that, which I absolutely love. There are different types of journaling, like I mentioned, so you can just find what works best for you. Like I said, for 2 years I was doing the bullet journal method, where I was literally writing out things every single day, and then I moved away from that, and now I'm pretty much just doing like free mind journaling. So I sort of journal when I feel like it, and then I also do the gratitude journal, which is very cool for me as well. Yeah, you guys should definitely try it out. Let me know if you journal and what kind of journaling you do down below. So the third habit is having routines. Now you guys know I have a routine for everything, okay? I have a morning routine, I have an evening routine, I have a work routine, I have a skincare routine. I literally have a routine for everything. I know routines are not for everybody. I know people actually hate being stuck in a routine, but for me personally, just for my mental health, if you've struggled with any sort of mental health issues, anxiety, depression, whatever, sometimes just knowing what you're doing and when you're doing it can really ease that sort of anxiety. So for me, I love to have a routine for different aspects of my life. It just helps me stay in check and to know that I have some sort of structure. Of course, we can plan things. I know the Bible tells us a man plans but the Lord decides, okay? But this doesn't mean that you shouldn't plan. The Bible also tells us about writing the vision and making it plain, okay? So I do like to have my morning routines not written. I mean, I do have it written out. I don't look at it every single day, but it's nice to know exactly what I'm gonna do, plan ahead, and just be as prepared as I can be. The next habit that I've incorporated into my life is rewarding myself. Now, I've been doing this for the longest time. I've literally been doing it since I was like in varsity, high school. I absolutely love rewarding myself. There is nothing that I won't do for me, okay? But rewarding myself has just helped with motivation, if I can put it that way. Obviously, motivation is not the most important thing for you to have. Like I've mentioned before, discipline for me is like the key. If I just want to motivate myself a little bit to finish a task or get something done, I will literally be like, okay, so if you get this done, then you can buy yourself this, or if you get this done, then you can have Nando's, or whatever the case, whatever I'm feeling that day. I like to be on a reward system with myself. Of course, that reward can look different for every person. You know, sometimes for me it's just literally telling myself that if I get something done, then I don't have to cook, or it can be as something as big as buying myself an item or whatever the case. You don't always have to just reward yourself for big things. It can be small achievements that you are rewarding yourself for. Everything should be important for you when you're practicing self-care. I'm not in the business of waiting around for people to do things for me, okay? We're not doing that over here, okay? Not at all. I mean, if people want to do nice things for me, great, but I'm gonna do nice things for me, okay? So that is a self-care habit that I've incorporated that has completely changed the way I see doing and completing tasks and getting things done. So the last one is something that I'm still sort of working on, and that is taking time off socials. Now, if you're someone like me who absolutely loves social media, then you might find this one a little bit difficult. But I have found over the last, I want to say this year mostly, I've spent an extended amount of time on social media just watching other people live their lives. And because there isn't anything wrong with that, as long as you're not getting consumed consumed. So spending some time off social media, it doesn't have to be like for a whole week or a month or whatever, even just a day, even just for a few hours. I know with iPhones or Apple products you can put sort of like a timer to how long you can spend on certain apps. Maybe you can help yourself and like set a limit for how long you can be scrolling on Instagram. So yeah, I recently took a break. Oh, pardon me. I recently took a break off some of my social media platforms, and it's just amazing how the first day I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? But after some time you just sort of like realize that you can really live without it. Of course, social media is not my job at this point, so of course I can live without it. But if social media is your job, then obviously we're not the same. But yeah, I think taking some time off social media and just spending time in real life, reading a book, listening to a podcast, spending time with family without constantly feeling the need to post on social media or check social media has really been a game changer for me. Okay, I still love posting on my social media, don't get it twisted, but it's no longer like a pressing issue or something that I feel like I need to do every single day. So yeah, you guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to keep this video very short and sweet. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it or if you want me to do like a part 2 or another video. Also, please let me know what else you would like to see from me, and I will speak to you guys next time. Bye.